Once upon a time, there was a manager who was in charge of a large estate. His master was going on a long journey, and before he left, he called all his managers together, and he said to them, "Here's how you should manage the estate while I'm gone. You're in charge." So each manager was given his responsibilities and instructions for how to carry out his duties. And then the master gave the parable. A rich man once employed a manager to oversee his vineyards and farmlands. He wanted to go on a long trip, and he put his money in the care of the manager, entrusting him with its management. And he said, "You must use some of the produce from the farm to make regular reports to me, so that I can receive the profits from your management while I'm away." So the manager went into the vineyards and hired some laborers and began producing some excellent wine. In fact, his product exceeded the owner's expectations. Then he went into the farmland and used the crops to produce the highest quality wheat. In fact, it became famous throughout the region, and the owner received reports about it from everyone. But the manager didn't stop there. He went on to build terraces along the hillsides and plant fruit trees. The trees grew strong and bore delicious fruit. He took great care of the livestock too. They grew bigger and stronger than any others in the area. So when the owner returned, he was overjoyed at the magnificent improvements. Everything looked so good. He couldn't find anything wrong anywhere. So he asked the manager, "How did you manage to do all this?" The manager replied, "I used some of the produce from the farm to make regular reports to you, so that you would receive the profits from my management. And with the money that I got from that, I hired more laborers, planted vineyards and orchards, and bought livestock. That's how I increased your property." The owner was so pleased with the way things were run that he said to the manager, "Well done, good and faithful manager. You have been faithful in handling this small amount, so now I will give you much more. Enter into the joy of your master." Jesus told this parable to remind us, we're not just living for the moment, we're living in light of eternity. Each day is a gift, and every responsibility, every opportunity is something the Master has entrusted to our care. How we handle these everyday matters is a reflection of our faith. It shows whether or not we trust Him. We don't know the day or the hour when He'll return. We do know this: the best way to be ready, the best way to be found faithful, is to be faithful now, to be doing our best. Not because we expect praise, but simply because it's right. The wise manager wasn't praised because he was the most talented, the loudest, or the most visible. He was praised because he was faithful. He did what was right, even when no one was watching. So when we face challenges in our life, when we feel like giving up, may we remember the wise manager. May we remember that we're not just living for today, but we're living for eternity. So whether your task today feels big or small, do it with purpose. Love well, serve humbly, lead with integrity. Because when the Master returns, what He's looking for isn't perfection, it's faithfulness. Thank you for watching. If this message inspired you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more parables and biblical truths that speak to the heart. And remember, your faithfulness today is preparing you for joy tomorrow. Till next time, live wisely and serve with your eyes on eternity.